Is your data outside the limits, but really in control? Let's take a second look at that moving range chart. Now, the X moving range chart is an incredibly powerful tool that allows us to assess whether or not our mean, or statistic of interest, is stationary, and the most recent observation is statistically in control or out of control. Now, if you had a great instructor for statistical process control, they taught you that for X bar and R charts, you first look at the variability chart, either a range chart or a standard deviation chart. Then you look at the average chart. That was truly great advice. Most don't practice that, and we'll talk about why in a separate episode. But what about the moving range chart? If the data you are tracking is supposed to be stationary, then the moving range actually doesn't add much value. It is possible to get two extreme values just inside the upper and lower control limits of the X chart, but so what? Likely you will watch the process to see if that continues, right? Having team members take action on this becomes problematic. There are two possible signals that are realistic. There's overadjustment going on. The team members are reacting to individual observations. Sometimes the process isn't capable, and extreme values, but in control, might cause a reaction. Or variability has actually increased in the process. But probably the correct answer is to gather some additional data to better understand if that's the case. At the end of the day, if, and that's a big if, there's supposed to be a target value, or what we expect that statistic to be stationary, then the moving range really adds no value. So keep it simple. Track the individual value and reduce what has to be reacted to. Be careful out there. The streets are messy, and so is data. But remember, there's always a way.